Hey guys, I've created this video for the problems of the day so that way you can use it to review before you complete your edulastic assignment since I won't be in class due to testing. So let's start with this first problem. We have x over x plus 2 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 5 over x plus 3. Now first, we need to make sure that all of the denominators here are factored in order for us to determine what the LCD is. This denominator here can be factored to be x plus 2, x plus 3. So now when I'm writing out my LCD, that's going to be x plus 2, x plus 3. Since you're basically just taking each of those individual and unique factors and putting it together to create your LCD. The only factors that I have are x plus 2 and then the x plus 3's. So that's why my LCD is x plus 2, x plus 3. Now my excluded values, however, are going to be when those denominators are equal to 0, which straight across it's just going to be that x cannot equal to -2 nor -3, since that's what would make the denominators here equal to 0. Now in order to solve, we learned in class that you can take your equation and multiply the entire equation by the LCD. So I'm going to multiply x plus 2, x plus 3 with x over x plus 2 plus 2 over x plus 2, x plus 3 is equal to 5 over x plus 3. Now I'm going to do this the long way just in case if you have a hard time seeing what would cancel. But basically what we're going to do is now distribute this LCD to the entire equation. Remembering that this is all over 1, so when we are multiplying these fractions together, it's numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. So when I distribute it first here, I would get x plus 2 times x plus 3 times x over x plus 2 plus. Now I'm going to distribute over here. We have x plus 2 times x plus 3 times 2 all over x plus 2 times x plus 3. And finally, when we distribute to the last term, we have x plus 2 times x plus 3 times 5 all over x plus 3. And now we start canceling. Since we multiply by the LCD, once we cancel everything out, you're going to see that we're going to have no more fractions. So these x plus 2's will cancel out here. Here the x plus 2 and the x plus 3's cancel. And then here the x plus 3's cancel. And now we just multiply what's left. Here we just have x plus 3 times x, which is x squared, plus 3x. Plus, everything here canceled, everything that was left was just the 2, is equal to, and then here we're just going to multiply the x plus 2 with the 5, which would be 5x plus 10, since I would distribute the 5 to the x and the 2. Now because this is a quadratic, we want to make this equal to 0, so we would subtract the 5x over to the other side and subtract the 10. And we would get x squared minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. Factor the quadratic to x minus 4, x plus 2. And we get our two solutions of x is equal to 4 and -2. However, I notice that one of my excluded values is -2. So that means that this solution is extraneous. So it's not an actual solution for my equation here. So my solution is only x is equal to 4. Now let's look at this next example. We have x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 4 over x plus 1. Since here we don't have to do any adding or subtracting, we're just going to cross multiply. So I don't need the LCD. But I still need to know what are my excluded values. which is what makes the denominator here equal to 0. So we have two excluded values here, which would be x cannot equal to 2 or -1, since that's what would make these denominators equal to 0. Now we cross multiply. We have the x plus 2 times x plus 1. And we're going to make that equal to x minus 2 times 2x plus 4. Now we distribute. We have here x squared plus x plus 2x plus 2. And that's going to equal to 2x squared plus 4x minus 4x minus 8. Combine like terms on both sides, so we get x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 2x squared. Here my 4x's will cancel, minus 8. So now we want to make this equal to 0 so we can factor the quadratic. Typically, I like to move everything over to the side that has the larger x squared. Since this is 2x squared, if I subtract x squared over here, I would have a positive x squared, which makes it easier to factor. So I'm going to subtract this x squared over, subtract the 3x, and subtract the 2. So now we combine like terms. We have 2x squared minus x squared, which is x squared. We have this negative 3x, and then we have negative 8 minus 2, which is negative 10. We can factor this to be x minus 5, x plus 2, giving me solutions of x is equal to 5 and negative 2. Since none of these are my excluded values, that means that both of these are my solutions. So my answers are x is equal to 5 and negative 2. And now you're ready to work on your edulastic.